1. The War Against the Emus. Western Australia, 1932. The country was already struggling through the Great Depression. Farmers were having a terrible time. Then thousands of emus arrived, and these weren't tiny birds politely looking for a snack. They were huge, fast, flightless birds moving through wheat-growing areas, eating crops and damaging fences. Farmers desperately wanted help. So the Australian government decided to bring in the military, yes, the military, to deal with birds. A small military operation was sent to Western Australia to reduce the emu problem. The soldiers expected the birds to be easy to deal with. They were very, very wrong. The emus scattered whenever the soldiers approached. Instead of forming one giant flock, they split into smaller groups and disappeared across the landscape. The operation became increasingly embarrassing. Newspapers began reporting on the strange campaign, and the public quickly gave it the nickname the Emu War. The military eventually abandoned the operation. The emus had survived. Australia had not exactly achieved a glorious victory, and the funniest part? The emus didn't even know they were participating in a war. They were just looking for food. The event wasn't literally a declared war between Australia and the emus. It was a wildlife control operation. But the nickname stuck, and honestly, it's hard to imagine a better headline. Nation sends military to fight birds. Birds remain unimpressed. 2. The Dancing Plague of 1518. Now let's travel back to Strasbourg in 1518. One day, a woman began dancing in the street. That sounds harmless, except she didn't stop. She reportedly continued dancing for days, and then something even stranger happened. Other people started joining her. Soon dozens of people were reportedly dancing. Eventually, historical accounts describe hundreds of people becoming involved. Imagine walking through your city and suddenly seeing a crowd dancing uncontrollably. No concert, no festival, no DJ. Just people dancing. And the authorities had absolutely no idea what was happening. Some people believed the dancers had been affected by supernatural forces. Others thought it was some kind of illness. Authorities even tried encouraging the dancing, apparently believing that letting people dance might help the condition leave their bodies. So they did something that sounds like the worst possible solution. They provided places and musicians for the dancers. Basically, medieval Strasbourg accidentally created the world's most terrifying dance festival. The phenomenon eventually disappeared, but historians still debate exactly what caused it. Possible explanations include severe psychological stress, mass psychogenic illness, and other theories such as contaminated food. We may never know exactly what happened, but imagine being a person in Strasbourg in 1518. You wake up, you go outside, and your neighbor is dancing. You ask why, he doesn't know. You ask when he'll stop, he doesn't know. And then another person starts dancing. At that point, you're probably moving to another city.